Hello, good evening everybody. Welcome back to game 2 of the Manila Masters China qualifiers between Vici versus LGD. Score right now is 1-0 in favor of LGD. Of course, my name Hades, and with me, Kips. Hello, Kips.
Hello, Hades.
Are you ready for game 2, milady?
I am ready and excited, my lord.
Let's do this. Alright, so LGD, this time we see something a bit different. They go for the Nyx Assassin, they will actually take the Warlock this time. And Vici Gaming taking Rubik and Jug. But okay, no surprise there, you see Magnus and Centaur banned. Abaddon's banned out as well, so no young Abaddon. Monkey King also gone. And the respect ban on the maybe Venomancer.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised about the Venomancer. I think you can find ways to deal with it. Well, actually, they just picked a Juggernaut. Perhaps they're like, we're not doing that again. But the Monkey King, 100%, you see it once, you don't want to deal with it anymore. I'm actually surprised that LGD didn't pick it up first phase. But if it comes to a third game, I'm sure they'll pick it up first phase if it is in there. It's just that good.
Ooh, Pudge!
There we go.
I was kind of hoping
nerfed.
for it. Yeah, like the hook speed is so slow right now.
10 seconds
But
remaining.
I mean, when you have the Rubik telekinesis lift into Jug Spin and Pudge Hook, let's hope they don't kind of mess up. But still, those are some pretty big things.
Yeah, and the Pudge is unique in that he can always initiate without putting himself at risk. And basically, every other initiator requires either to go in yourself, so let's say a blink stun from a Centaur or a Bat Rider blinking in lassoing. A Pudge can just stay where he is. So you only have to hit one hook, really. And that's still very powerful. But it is harder to hit that one hook now. So a bit higher risk for the same reward.
I just like how LGD banned out Slaughter and Lifestealer, so denying Vici Gaming what would be their comfort picks. So of course we're going to see a completely new different game in this game too. No surprise there. And LGD going into the second phase. Wow, Tusk, alright.
There is a Tusk. They have actually been playing that quite a lot, but usually with a Crystal Maiden too, and a Warlock is a bit of a different hero. The Tusk is not going to have that easy mana regen to just back him up. But I guess this is their answer to the Pudge, another big hero that gets into people's faces.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, if he gets these kills, get the flash heaps piling up, of course. Because otherwise, I feel like with this hero, when you're on the back foot, Pudge is not exactly all too amazing. Unless you have like a blink ether lens to catch someone from the high ground. Otherwise, it feels really difficult.
Yeah, it is very difficult.
Oh.
Tidehunter.
I have not seen this hero in competitive play. Even throughout the Kiev Major, I don't think I ever, like the qualifiers, I have not seen Tidehunter picked up at all.
I have seen a couple in, well, at least one in SEA.
One, at least one,
I'm trying to remember which, at least one, but it's not very often picked at all.
Yeah, I feel like the long cooldown really hurts him, but otherwise he's still okay. I think like, you know, he's still that one reliable tanky hero who can stand in the front lines with the Anchor Smash, you got the Gush, not to mention, he farms up a mech pretty decently once he's like level 3.
Yeah, you can go at towers with this lineup pretty reliably. And something else this does, it's a bit... OG often pick the Pudge with the Warlock, so what you do is you hook someone in, and then if they come and chase that and try to save their hero, you can drop the rock on them. The same goes for Tidehunter. If you hook someone, they gotta choose to fight into you while you have the Tidehunter ult just waiting for them to go in. So it's a measure of security behind the Pudge pick too.
Oop, LGD. Okay, I guess we should have seen this coming. You know, when you pick up Tuskar, Ursa, it was about time. Because Sigil can really hurt against Ursa at kiting him around. And yeah, I mean, despite Tidehunter being so tanky with the Kraken Shell, Ursa can still chew him up very nicely and spit him back out. Because, you know, berries like their fish. And I feel like this is pretty much the replacement for Luna. Like, when it comes to this, you know, these mid-game, very aggressive heroes.
Yeah, Ursa is of course a bit different in that he does not push as well as Luna does, but he will provide more in the team fights for sure. If you can get on top of someone and burst them, they're just gone. And the Tusk is going to make it real easy for him to get on top of people. He doesn't actually have to go blink first if they coordinate it well.
Right, so they take out the Tinker. Okay, that makes sense. Tinkers, the Ags can really screw around with the LGD current lineup. And not to mention with a Warlock, it kind of indicates that you want a 5-man quite a fair bit, not so much to split. And you know, it's Chinese Dota after all. Like, I think Jack, you know, KBBQ didn't mention before, like Chinese Dota, once you hit a certain time, 5-man, 5-man, 5-man all the way.
Yeah, we've really seen that so far today.
We have actually more. Like, it's very unlike most of the other regions. These guys played a lot of emphasis on the mid game.
Reserve time.
But we don't really see like that super late game thing like the old Chinese Dota, you know, the resident sleeper Dota. But you do see the occasional Nagasaren one like once in a while.
For me, Nagasaren is such a, I say it, a play not to lose hero instead of a winning hero. So I got a grudge against that particular fish.
But that's one fish, you know, that if we ever played it, the game won't be over till like next day.
I mean, if you want security, there it is. But LGD are going
10
into the
seconds
Invoker
remaining.
instead to round out their lineup. Which is
seconds
like a lot of
remaining.
spell damage, a lot of
Don't forget the pure
right
damage.
click to Ventilator.
Yeah, the
yeah.
Sunstrike.
Reserve time.
And I think one of the good things to point out is that the synergy between Nyx Assassin and Invoker, Vendetta Sunstrikes, this is one
Huge.
thing which is really amazing.
And then add Tusk Shards into that.
Easy kill.
Yeah, the Invoker doesn't actually have to leave his lane. Ah, we're gonna get an Ori special here though. There is the TA.
So, I mean, okay, we see more Invokers going for that Alacrity instead of, you know, ever since the rework to Forge Spirits, like, you don't usually get the 4 points into class, maybe up to a second or third. But now it's more like the Wex Exort Invoker. I know Durka in chat is probably just going to say, like, I was right, you know? Wex Exort was always the right Invoker to go for, it's Bay. But, okay, I mean, playing up against a TA, what's it like?
Mm,
Who has the upper edge?
He's gonna have a bit of a harder lane for sure. It depends on if he's gonna get a lot of Tusk roams into his lane. Otherwise, I think
10
like both
seconds
teams
remaining.
look to be very ready to roam Vici a bit more. Like you can
5
leave a
seconds
Juggernaut more alone
remaining.
than an Ursa, but still. The Warlock, of course, is not very good at running around.
Alright.
Like,
Okay, so there we go. Our Street Fighter introduction already done. Just gonna quickly introduce the team since we do have another pause. Yao playing on the Warlock, XZ on the Tuskar, maybe on the Invoker, Ame on the Ursa, M99. He's gonna play on the Nyx Assassin this time. So this is a support Nyx Assassin. And okay, Ori playing on that mid TA, DDC on the Rubik, End on the Juggernaut, Tidehunter, gonna be played by Yang, and HYM on that Pudge. They really do have like these dedicated roaming players right now. Like the support meta has evolved quite significantly compared to just babysit mid, babysit safe lane, blah blah blah, and let the offlane fend for himself. So that's, you know, some of these nice changes which are kind of helping out with offlaners having a more easier time.
yeah, it's always fun to see the meta sort of fluctuate from dual lanes to tri-lane to dual lane and back again. And then sometimes you get the odd tri-lane mid, and it's like, what is going on in this video game? Anyway, Ursa TP'd down to try and catch people warding that corner spot over there, but it's already done. And he's just chasing that Pudge around.
He actually went for the Rune Ward, so I guess he kind of knows, or kind of suspects. Yang, meanwhile, just having a bit of a backstroke near the shrine. Gotta love that Tidehunter taunt. We'll see if he gets to use it quite often. It's one of my favorites. Probably use it too much. That's probably also why I
It's
die.
great.
Yeah, it's probably why I die on Tide a lot as well.
Yeah, it's just too much fun. Especially the auto taunts after getting away on a sliver of HP. It's good stuff.
30
Oh, they even tried for the Sunstrike. They're pinging it out. Oh.
Not happening. And they are not actually going aggressive on the runes this time.
Well, with their
So-
draft, I don't think they really can. It's quite risky. The last thing you want to do is give the TA an advantage in the lane, and next thing you know, with the level advantage, easier for to get a kill onto Invoker.
Yeah, it's too risky. And Xe is
battle
actually going to
begins.
start off in the off lane with the Nyx Assassin. So they're gonna really put the hurt on this Juggernaut. And Pudge and Rubik are not the best defensive laners, for sure.
Lift into a hook. That's all they can try for. But still, these heroes have quite good defensive mechanisms. Like if you think about the snowball, you can save a teammate. We've seen that one too many times. The Carapace can, of course, can be annoying against the Pudge. We'll see. We'll see how this actually really works out. M99 looks like they will commit for this dual lane. Not sure who really has the edge, but looks like they will try going the Tuskar. Oh, it's a trap. Now the lift, and they have the rot. That should be a kill here into XZ. Oh, getting the nice, beautiful double stun, but XZ, he needs to try and snowball away. He's gonna buy himself a bit of time. Or can he actually get the kill first onto the Pudge? Really, one more low. Yep, alright, he gets the first blood. So they get a bit of a trade, but still hashtag worth it for M99.
Yeah, definitely. That was some really nice play coming out there, and I love to see snowball dodges. It's so good against, well, spin. I love to see it against axe, for example, getting people out of the hole. So if he can keep that up, it's going to be a really value pickup for him, and he has been playing it a lot.
They even rotated Yao over here. Oh yeah, that's because Tide's basically forced out of the lane. Well, you know, this is just nature at its best. The bear just wins the fish all the time. Most of the time. So.
Yeah. And it looks like the bear might actually want to pressure this tower down as fast as possible now that the offlaner is not here.
That's pretty good actually. You take care of the tier 1, you can rendezvous with the team, since now they have an aggro tri-lane here. Warlock, Nyx Assassin and Tuskar, they are not killing anyone here. Especially since N will be starved of EXP. Since, you know, they do have a defensive tri-lane.
Yeah, and this is also good news for Ori actually, because he will not be too bothered in this lane against the Invoker.
But he is losing out like in terms of the levels, however. Invoker does have the slight edge. Looks like he probably got more denies. 11 and 4 to 8 2. Yeah, that explains why.
Dire's top tower.
But over the top lane, hold on. HYM finding himself one, but looks like he will go down here. Yep, Yao gets the kill. And this lane, this is the lane to look out for. You know, all the action happening top lane. Yang just gonna jungle, do his thing.
Yeah, he will once again have to Iron Talon himself.
Oh, they want to go straight for the Rubik onto DDC. They get the stun and the shards into the Sunstrike. Can he toast him? No, they cannot. But they will get the telekinesis lift into the rot. And HYM, oh, he likes his Warris. But unfortunately, nope. Still frosted. Can't really get anything. With the Shadow Word, he will be healed up to good HP.
Yeah, and End was actually just farming all throughout that. He was like, my supports will be fine. I can't afford to actually lose out in CS because of all this action going on. And he is right. If he doesn't get to CS at all, the Trilane will still have done his thing because the Ursa is just free farming on bot right now.
Well, at least on the bright side for them, it's not like a Drow kind of thing where, like you said, Ursa can't push towers that easily. But still, it's still quite worrisome that you're giving him free farm, already into the phase boots. What kind of game is this for you? We saw, like, on Ursas for a period of time, they kind of went for the Mask of Madness. But now we see more Ursas going for the Helm of Dominator. Hold on top lane, hold that dot, DDC. They get the spike onto the Impale onto him. Gonna try hook him out. Oh no, they missed the hook! With the Fatal Bonds. With the Carapace stopping them for now. Looks like they will commit for DDC. Oh no, they actually go for the Pudge. Alright, the double stun comes out. Where's the follow-up? Yao has no more mana. They want to get the stun. They have to get the Impale into the Rubik. Can they hook him out? Can they hook him out? Can they hook him out? Actually, no, the hooks the Nyx Assassin instead. Trying to get the kill. HYM should be getting it. Yes, he will. And the Courier.
Ooh, that's costly.
And he did get a nice ward behind as well. So they will know that HYM probably forced to back off. But he just wants to bound you in first. Greedy, greedy, greedy. If someone was there, he would have died.
Yeah, but they're going back to Shrine Up. And DDZ has actually rotated out of that lane. He's like, alright, this is not going anywhere. I'm gonna try and do something mid. But the lane is all the way pushed in, so he waddles his way back to top again instead.
Doesn't seem like they are able to get, you know, much done, DDC, because he hasn't even had much time to help out with pulls or even get any EXP. He's very far behind, 0 and 1. It's just brown boots. Maybe he can buy TP, but that's like a consolation prize. And they are keeping up the pressure onto N. Oh, they caught him with the shards. And the snowball as well. They just want to get some harassment damage out onto him as DDC trying to get that creep equilibrium into a favorable situation. Pudge coming back in.
Yeah.
Hukarinos.
It's only a level 2 Pudge.
His
He
hook is too
is
short.
really not feeling very well about this entire situation. Like, if you're not pressured like this, you would just pull for the level 2, go for the mid gank, and instead they have to do that now. And hope no one is going to murder End while they're away.
But look at this movement
The
there,
next
smoked up.
assassin is
I think
already
they know M99 is there. Breaks the smoke. M99, pretty sure he sees them. The Pudge, Hukarinos. Oh, that's just a wasted smoke. It's so awkward. M99's like, it's okay, guys. I did it. He accomplished it.
Yeah, that was very worth it. And this Pudge is still stuck.
No, they're going again. Can they get the stun? No, the Blade Fury is immediately there. M99 could actually be dying here. They have the telekinesis lift. Lift him back, but the Shadow Word doing quite a fair bit of damage. Of course, the Spike Carapace, and it's very, very low. They might think about going back onto HYM. They have the shots coming off cooldown, but I don't think so. He will have enough time. Oh, they actually catch the Impale just at the very tip. Looking for the Sunstrike, toasting the Pudge.
Ooh.
But not enough to kill the Butcher. So the healing wall is going to do quite a bit of work over here. Keeping, you know, this Vici Trilin at least alive for a bit longer.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. Alive but not kicking, and the Ursa is once again all the way up to the bottom tower. He's leading the net worth charts so much, and he's got a Blink Dagger queued up, so he's not gonna wait for the Tusk to roll him in. He just wants to be able to have a go on his own.
Well, it also helps him to get closer to that big fishy and kill. Tied already at level 6 with Arcane Boots. You know, at least he can be a bit more confident about laning against the Ursa, but still it's kind of scary if someone just rotates in and gets the kill. I'm not sure whether it's worth it though for this aggro Trilane, because they're not exactly close to level 6 just yet. But I guess the same can be said about Jug. He's 5, still not yet 6 after all this time.
Yeah, and the Juggernaut is barely keeping up with the mid. It's maybe.
Oh, looking for the hook?
But
Nah, he gets the creep instead.
the good part for Vici is that Ori has been left completely alone. And he's had a bit of a better time since we last saw him. He's able to pressure out maybe quite a bit. So no Tusk roams going for his face all the time.
And if they can get one more kill into DDC, I think this lane could be blown wide open. It's all about, I feel like when you play an aggro Trilane, sometimes it's not just about stifling the farm. You actually need to get a couple of kills in. Oh, they get the hook onto the Tusk!
That's a beautiful hook.
Beautiful hook. And he's gonna snowball, buy himself a bit of time. Should be going to DDC. And oh, he's actually going to the Pudge with the rod. Throws up the shards, trying to get a bit of damage out. But now the TP coming in from Yang. Get the Carapace. Stunning him for a bit. Ori was there as well. So I think they actually just leave this.
5 people top.
Yeah, the whole team is there, and of course they moved the Invoker to the bottom lane. This is pretty much the Q says, guys, let's just take the bottom tier 1 once and for all.
Yeah, they're gonna trade here. Well, actually, LGD look to hold on to their own offlane tower.
They can.
While I'm not so sure
Dire's
about
structures
Vici.
are fortified.
I can see that Pudge sticking in the trees right there.
Oh, that's their ward. Alright, so they know. And with the Forge Spirit, of course, they take the tower very easily. Looking for the Sunstrike. Bang! Ah, they won't get the kill.
Like, they need to take care here. They can't lose aim just now because he will get his Blink Dagger in like one more last hit.
Oh, that's a big power spike there for Army. And I actually felt like if the Pudge did get that level 6, at least they can try for the kill with the Ravage. It wouldn't be that bad committing a Ravage for the Ursa.
Yeah, I'd do that in a heartbeat. But instead, he is gearing up. I think he wants a Fishy. He would love to
Yep,
get
he's going
himself
straight
a
for
Fishy.
Yang. Nice and tasty. Getting those Fury swipes in. He's already got the slow, but he sees the TP. He won't go for it. The Gush comes out. Baiting a TP, and that means the Ends along the top lane could open up a kill. If they do want to try for him. Now, I just want to stun him up, get rid of his mana slowly. He has the Arcane Boot, so Nyx can actually just spam.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure. I think Ori really has to put on his working boots. He has a lot of work ahead of him.
They go for a smoke right now with HYM. Let's see whether he can find that hook shot. If you can find a hook onto Yao, that's a very quick and easy kill. Already popping the trap. They want to go here for the hook. Yep, they catch him into the rod. This is
Good
one
stuff.
dead Warlock. All that hate, and he's not going to get level 6 before he dies at least. So that's really unfortunate, but never mind. You know, you get a rune up for Ori, getting some bottle charges up. Oh, nicely done. I like this. I like what they're doing. They let HYM take the bottle and the Invis rune. This is just some good teamwork here, so they can actually get one more kill.
Yeah, all very smooth. And LGD is going
Pinging
to
someone out. They're
defend their
pinging the
tower here.
Warriors.
Well,
They found the Warriors, the Tuskar. Okay, the snowball, saving him for now. Anything else? Snowballing into the enemy team. But the shot's blocking himself out. HYM finds himself another flash heap stack to add in. 6-3, Vici Gaming, looking more convincing in this game too.
yeah, and they let the snowball right into the waiting TA trap. That was pretty good. So even if he didn't block himself in with the shards right there, he would have been so slow anyway. They would have gotten that kill for sure.
How do you
So
feel?
2 great kills for Vici there.
Indeed. I wanted to ask, what do you feel about Yang going for the Blink Dagger over Mech this game?
I'll take that as tribute.
I would go for the mech personally. I've had this discussion with Ohio quite a bit, and Blink Dagger is you don't really want to initiate with the Ravage. You'd rather have is they go into you. You push somewhere. You go and be a big fish, and you pop the Ravage once they are forced to engage into you. And a Blink Dagger feels very fragile to me, and it feels like they will need to make really sure that they have enough follow-up to actually make good use out of it. Otherwise, it's just a lot of gold towards an item that
Dire's top tower
isn't going
is
to
under
win you the
attack.
fights.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I agree with you.
Uh,
Especially when, you know, some tides to get the blink, you know, you want to fight, but unfortunately your team just isn't able to keep up.
Yeah, so this is the big test. He's got the Blink Dagger. You gotta see if he gets that Ravage off and makes it worth it.
They will try for a push. If they can get the kills here, they can actually get the tower as well. They have the Ravage
Top
blink
tower is under attack.
going behind
Yeah, but
the
they are
towers.
getting dodged very hard right now.
And I'm pretty sure LGD know as well, because usually at least by that timing,
Is under attack.
you know, if you know that the tide's going for a mech, he will at least get the buckler, maybe even like a ring of regen. But in this case, nah, they know that he was going for a blink, and they will just take the tier 1 with the stolen alacrity from DDC. Oh, this is actually a really big spell to steal on the TA. The extra damage
that's
plus the
nice.
DD. That's not something to laugh at.
He is
Oh, Roche?
huge. I would not fight this. Well, now maybe.
Sunstrike, and I will be shared. But the healing ward's also going to be there. So we'll see if LGD decide to fight. They have the Chaotic Offering. But I'm pretty sure they know they're just going to back the hell out of that Roche pit, take things a bit safe. Maybe try for a hook to
Yeah.
catch someone off first. And they know that Warriors is there. La 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 la. No, they won't.
They will have to hit a nice hook there. Now we're into the Roche standoff.
No, it looks like they just back out. You want to get the lanes pushed out first. But still, the attempt was there. And at least we know what they want to fight around next. Because LGD, you have the Ursa. You kind of anticipate that Ursa you want to get that Aegis control. That's just a stereotype. He's actually got a Aghanim's queued up. What do you think about that item over BKB?
Axe queued up. I like it, especially in this game where you're going to have the Pudge Dismember to do
Oh,
it.
HYM.
Ordain
Army having a feast.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were saying?
There's not enough disable on VG to justify the BKB, in my opinion. But the Enrage is going to be very useful against all of this damage that's going to be coming out. And as I said, the Pudge ult.
Right, so
VG tries again for the Roche.
they even get a ward down, but there's a sentry there. And Invoker isn't there, that's the thing. He actually went for the Boots of Travel, so this is like the really greedy Invoker where you want to be split pushing really hard. I mean, Jug's not there as well, so...
Why is he in the jungle though if he wants to be split pushing?
Exactly.
That's like... He should really be on a lane right now. If they want to get anything out of not contesting the Roche right now.
Oh, Ori is low. The TPs are coming in. Healing ward's not going to be there. They get the hook, actually misses. It's going to go into Yang, and looks like they will find themselves one tasty kill, which is the Warris. So Warris meat on the menu. When HYM gets +1 for the flash heap stack, these slowly add up, and that's really scary. Looking for the hook. Oh, they find the Ursa! Can they kill Ursa here? He's gonna pop the enrage, going to end. He has an Omni Slash if he wants to use it. But look like they can kill the Ursa here, and this is an actual disaster right now for LGD as they lose 2 heroes for absolutely nothing, and they will lose the Aegis as well.
Yeah, that was not worth it.
Dire's middle tower is under
Oh, and another
They
guy.
find the Nyx Assassin, the Carapace. Oh, beautiful double stun! M99 getting one,
Whoa.
Yao finding a second. Alright, so it's stolen. Now they pop the Ravage, landing into 3 heroes. They find one more from Ori. Media coming out, gonna burn through some of these refractions, but doesn't land to Ori. I think he can go back in, yep, in no time. Nice and easy here. And Young, no mana. Well, Ori can go for the blink right now. Trying to go for a kill. Alright, so the snowball's gonna land to Young. And Ori should be going down here. That's the Aegis popped. Young is very low. He's tanky, but DDC, you don't want to take any more damage, dude. You could just kill your Tidehunter in the process.
Oh, he's controlled.
Everyone's coming back to get the hook. Maybe the tornado immediately, and HYM, they would get a nice and easy kill into maybe. So that's really big. They lose so much, and that was just the Aegis burnt on Ori.
Yeah, that was not a good fight for LGD at all. I'm not sure why they went in to take it after it was clear that the Roche was already gone. Like, there was a beautiful stun from the Nyx Assassin, but the follow-up was just not quite there because so many heroes were dead or disabled.
Exactly. Like, maybe if you had the media into that Fatal Bonds and stun, I believe that would have been a convincing team fight for LGD. They probably would have won that too if they just had the Invoker damage.
Yeah. They were just a bit short on that, and it was really close. I was about to say, like, oh, what if Tidehunter had a mech right here? And it would have been pretty nice, but they actually managed to take the fight without it. And he never really used the Blink Dagger yet. It's just people coming into him,
Ravage.
and that's all good for a Tide. Yeah.
Oh, they tried for the stun. Nyx Assassin, you need to get the hell out right now. Ori coming in, they have to lift. There we go, one easy kill. Missing the Impale, but it's okay to get the +1 onto HYM, and that should be the tier 1 tower as well.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Yeah, so
Radiant's top
I mean,
tower
it's just
is under attack.
looking for someone to kill mid.
Dire's middle tower
Ah, now they're
is
coming
under
in.
attack.
They do not want to trade. Narrow miss on the hook. Yeah, I'm
Radiant's top tower is
worried.
under
LGD
attack.
did not defend that tower, and they didn't get anything in mid either.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
They're running out of steam, and you do not want to run out of steam with an Ursa.
Especially since Ursa doesn't... Okay, would you say Ursa doesn't scale that well against Jug late? Because I feel like Jug definitely has the slightly better late game potential.
Yeah, I think so too. If you really go into that end game, it's going to the Jug for sure. He's more versatile. You can do more with him, and the Ursa is too dependent on bursting a single target, and you can just get kited.
I'll take that as tribute.
Still no mech coming out from the side of Yang. He's going for a Force Staff actually. So this is going to be the purely initiation hero, which places a lot of emphasis on your Ravage. Hold on. Oh, they're trying to kill, but now the refraction. Templar Assassin of the Haystream just casually brushing by, and that's going to be a wasted smoke gank coming out from LGD.
Yeah, that was really very close.
And they have the Ravage back off
Yeah.
cooldown. They have to be careful. Ori can do quite some serious damage to the squishy heroes like the Warlock with that Desolator.
Yeah, and the Invoker is just out again. I was about to say, if you get those boots of travel, in all honesty, you wouldn't even want to join that gank, really. You want to be here on this side lane, getting your farm up, putting some
Oh,
split
they
pressure
find
on.
M99. Very
Oi.
nicely done. I believe he was in Vendetta mode? We'll see.
He probably was still in Vendetta.
No, it looks like he was just walking out. Didn't seem like he was in it. But okay,
Dire's
very
middle
unfortunate
tower
pick off, and VG can look for more.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah,
Radiant's
XC just
structures are
narrowly
fortified.
avoids detection here. Rubik actually cancels.
Oh, they want to go into Yao. They're pinging this Warlock out, looking for the hook. They get it.
Dire's top
Goodbye, Yao.
Beautiful.
Rest in pieces. They won't even use the Dismember. Young just gets himself one more kill. 4 stuff completed, and VG Gaming. Looks like they're the ones to start picking up steam, and they will look for more.
Dire's top tower
Ori, one's blood, going for the kill onto XZ with the gosh, they get enough damage! Wow, that's really disgusting.
Ooh.
I admire.
Yeah, and that's really not worth it for
Radiant's middle
LGD.
tower is under attack.
End was just farming off to the side all this time. He only joins now. And maybe is left running after him, cleaning up the lane again. As they can't make a fist against this lineup right now. It's too much damage coming out of
Radiant's
Ori
middle
especially.
tower has fallen.
And now that we are 20 minutes in with a Blink and Deso, and you have the Ravage Blink, I would say Vici Gaming have hit a very crucial power spike, which still gives them dominance in this game to control the mid game. LGD, you said that Ursa, you don't want to run out of steam. He actually is opting to go for the BKB over... Oh wait, he can't make up his mind. He's really close to an Axe, so he'll go for the Axe instead. Especially since you can actually activate the Rage while you're stunned, so that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. I saw him buy the Staff of Wizardry and then sell it again. That was... He's thinking about it, but with the point booster already in his inventory, he is kinda committed.
But you never know. You know, once maybe hits that huge power spike after the Ags, that could be the one big item to turn things around. Especially since Sunstrike, with the Ags, you max it out. I believe that's like a, what, 575 damage pure
Yeah,
nuke?
it's a crazy nuke.
It's a crazy nuke.
That scaled so well. So they have two Aghanim Scepters. This is go time. Do or die. So do they have another smoke left is the question.
Midas a recipe, still trying to farm up here from Yao. Army now of the eggs, like you said, you know, now but he's shown in mid, so they ping it out. I'm pretty sure they know now.
Yeah, that was pretty clear. So they're gonna show both Aghanim Scepters now.
M99 doing sneaky things. Has to be careful, he's not in tower range. No, he's just getting info for his team right now.
Yeah.
But Pudgy Wudgy in the Invis mode. 11 Flesh Heap stacks. He has been really involved, and that's quite a lot of strength stolen. So
That's a great comeback from him actually, from being level 2 at like 4 minutes.
and now they will
He
actually
is
push to take the tier 1.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And his hooks have been really on point, even though they are way harder to hit right now.
Radiant's bottom tower
And while all this is happening, LGD still not being able to get any objectives. They couldn't even get the tier 1. Not even a speck of damage out, but Ame coming with the Haste Rune wants to go for Hate Rune. The telekinesis lift, he's going to use that in rage. Back out with the Haste Rune. Yang still looking for something. You don't want to get baited into this fight. Jug isn't there, even though you have the Ravage. He's actually going for the Shiva's got next.
Straight up into Shiva's. That's a very good decision against the Ursa. And also you gotta not discount the damage that's going to do on this clustered fighting of LGD.
Alright, so we'll see what they decide to go for. Ooh, that very lucky Psyblade actually connecting into M99. He loses a huge chunk of HP. That's not good. Take the sigil out, easy gold, plus 100. Ooh, that's so tasty. And he's gonna get a Hurricane Pike coming out. LGD on the run.
Avoid this fight.
This is not the fight you're looking for. Pudge looking for a hook. He sees LXZ. LXZ gonna try and use the creeps for safety. Nah, misses that.
Yeah.
And maybe already at the bottom
Ant
lane.
is just farming all this time. Like, LGD is running as if everyone is after them, but it's not actually true. Vici is just optimizing in the meanwhile. They want to get their farm up. They know LGD is very scared right now, so they're taking their time.
Radiant's top tower
And this is a
under
good move.
attack.
Vici is just a bit scattered right now, and they might not expect action so fast. The only thing they're gonna see is the Tusk on the top lane.
Oh, can they actually? Oh no, Roshan's up, so there's no one to really jump, and you need Ame to quickly demolish somebody. But the good thing about this for Vici Gaming is that no one's in the jungle anymore. So yeah,
Yeah, they get out once again.
I'm not sure if there's like pure coincidence or maybe for like their Chinese feng shui something really went well for them, and they're just dodging. They just can't
they
get your
just
break.
emptied out their jungle. So they just sort of naturally moved into bot, and then by now people have been missing for too long. So they are grouped up again. Getting ready for the tower defense. And it's just still on bot lane, and his TP scroll is actually on cooldown for another 30 seconds.
I think they still can hold though. The creep wave, yeah, it's kind of there, but the tower, I don't know.
Yeah, they can hold.
They can hold.
LGD is too scared, and the Ursa is already back in mid lane, he showed. So once again, Vici can just move in after.
It's amazing what fear can do to you, making you very, very passive. But then again, yeah, it does give them good reason. If they lost one fight there by overextending, it just leads to more tier 2s taken down on their side. Maybe he's just happy to farm. Like, he's going for a BKB because he wants to make sure he doesn't get caught by, what, Ravage? What else is there he doesn't get caught by? Lift.
Yeah, mostly the Rubik and the Tide Hunter. And M99 is moving in again, but he's again moving into nothing. Because the smoke is coming right through mid.
Dire's bottom tower.
Alright, so
is
now
under
they smoke
attack.
up.
Gold and sweet.
They still have the Ravage. They could think about going for the kill into the Ursa. He's on the right. They're walking into the right direction. Ursa, this is not the place you want to be.
Dire's are fortified.
But,
Ooh, like
okay.
ships in night. He got so lucky there.
Oh no, I'm
Well, he
pretty
might
sure they
not
know
be
yep, the
lucky
smoke
anymore.
breaks. They know that he's there. They found him. Arme, they get the purge. And Yang make on the gush just to make sure he doesn't get to blink out anymore. He still has the enrage. Going for the hook. Oh, they fucked up on that. And Arme. Oh, that triggers
Still
me.
running.
But okay, Arme going down to enrage. Gonna buy him a bit more time, but he's gonna die anyways. So N getting himself a kill.
Dire's
Yeah,
bottom
that
tower
was
has fallen.
pretty unfortunate. He did not realize that his death was waiting right around the corner. At least he managed to drag it out a little bit.
Dire's top
I'm pretty
tower
sure
There is some
N,
lane pressure maybe right now, but
I just wanna
probably
say
not enough.
that N was happy with that because now he has an extra Omni Slash kill. So he definitely wants to unlock that extra color style for the Juggernaut Arcana. Alright?
So that he doesn't look like PA and Shrek anymore.
Yes, please, for the caster's sake, I would like for him to get more Omni Slash kills. So
Yeah.
that I don't have to mistake him for a PA or a Leshrac anymore. But, alright. And this is actually turning out to be a really nice game too. I mean, at this rate, we might even see a game 3. And, alright, looking at Tusk. He
Yeah,
actually went back
Vici
for
is
the
keeping a
minus.
really solid hold here.
They are, but they're just giving time to this maybe Invoker to keep on farming. Like, you know, once he gets to that level
Yeah.
25, minus 80 seconds tornado cooldown, that's not something I want to play against, man.
Neither do I. He is going to be a pain in the butt. Especially for this TA that wants to get up in people's faces. Getting tornadoed all the time, she is not going to enjoy that.
And if anything, the Invoker is actually a really good pick in this game for the counter to Jug and the TA. Alright, so what's the next item though? Okay, she's actually got the Bloodthorn pinged out, so an Orchid on the way. HYM deep in enemy territory, but no one there to punish him as LGD are just gonna try and make do and get whatever resources they can off the map.
Yeah, and they can see that no one is in the Fiji jungle right now, so they wisely stay out of their own jungle. Because it is not safe.
Vici
There is
Gaming
fish down there.
taking themselves to tier 2. They even showed the Tide Hunter there just to say, hey guys, alright, come here,
This is
fight.
definitely 5. Don't bother defending this.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
VG Gaming gonna start posing a threat to that higher ground. They get some chip damage onto the tier 3. Tornado EMP flying out. Into the stun, misses, but he actually gets out. Ooh, wait, he did lose some mana from that, but he still has the Aegis. They're pinging it out. Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah.
They still have the Ravage.
BKB is up for Ame.
Are
Oh,
fortified.
that's a big
It's,
item.
this is it. This Ursa's got to start doing some work.
Going for the stun into the Sunstrike. They want to kill the Juggernaut. He's going to get force staffed out of it. The Chaotic Offering comes out, but doesn't really kill anybody. But maybe anyways to take care of N. Now can he kill Ori? He's going to force staff out of harm's way. It looks like the Deafening Blast actually catching onto him just at the very tip. The Tornado going to come out. Rescue Ravage from Yang. He doesn't even blink. Oh no, N buys back. They want to fight this. The Enrich is going to come on. Nice, beautiful double stun. They actually get the hook. Looking for the Dismember. This should be the Ursa going down. Bang. There we go. And N, he actually picks up a double damage on the way. They want to get this high ground. They want to get the lane of barracks. Vici Gaming, they have to make something of this with the Juggernaut buyback.
Is under attack.
Yeah, for sure. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. But perhaps they realize that Ursa
get the hook.
can't have buyback after
Not
buying
there.
it.
Oh, can they get the kill here onto Yao? Yes, they can. But the double stun comes out. Ravage, huge. 3 heroes getting caught. M99. Oh, the snowball saving it very, very nicely. This
love that.
what is this? Oh, and VG there in the dangerous place. The Tornado catching onto 2 into the Sunstrike. Down goes JDC, and of course the stun catching onto the Pudge. AMP is going to come out, and they will just force staff out of harm's way, at least for now. But the Sigil, okay, bit of gold going to Ori. But LGD, the biggest thing for them is that they hold the base. Did they get any buybacks out? Yao bought back for that. But because they didn't get the barracks or the tier 3 tower for that matter, N's buyback was pretty much wasted.
I think this is very much worth it for LGD.
Dire's middle
And
tower
that
is under attack.
that Tusk snowball dodge on the Omni Slash was just so good. He got like 3 jumps off and then everyone was just gone. Safe and sound inside their little snowball. And they're actually moving immediately.
That was an
So-
MVP play from the Tuskar for sure, no matter what.
If VG thinks they're safe because they just fought, they are not.
Yep, and we already know. We're looking at them M99 getting into Vendetta mode. V for Vendetta. Oh, Ori, he already used the Hurricane Pike. They want to go for here, but they're picking up the Roshan instead. The lift DD say, oh, blinks out very quickly. Where are they going for now? Oh no, XZ blinked into the wrong place. Where are you going, my friend? Going to Yang, breaks the trees in the matter, but the mech is gonna be there, just providing him a bit of HP. Ori, the tornado comes out, he will get the kill anyways, as DDC and Ori both finding one each, maybe in the wrong place. And it looks like this smoke play will cost them dearly. Oh, they find the hook and the Omni Slash. Meteor flying out, not gonna be enough damage as maybe throws out the EMP. Healing Ward. Nah, actually did scout them, but maybe it's just gonna run all the way to the east, right behind enemy lines for safety. Safe, the most dangerous place is the safest apparently. So 2 kills. A lot of spells being
Yeah,
thrown.
they don't lose too much there, but that was a shame actually. They could have decided to go up on the high ground and engage into Ori, but they didn't. They wanted to wrap around. And I think some kind of miscommunication happened there, because XC went in anyway, and then got caught by 2 heroes and everything went downhill from there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And they're paying for it with their top tower.
They are. It also feels like they hesitated when they could have actually potentially gotten a kill onto the TA when she was still near the Ancients
Radiant's
area.
top tower has fallen.
Yeah. That was... I guess they found it too risky to engage into her, but they also didn't have too much time left on the smoke. So it was about taking the risk of trying to find something else. And, well, they did find something else, but it was a bit too much for them.
And now Diffusal Blade is being picked up. And you see the Abyssal coming up for the Juggernaut. Well, Ursa with the Diffusal Blade, I guess that's an okay-ish item in army. I feel like a Basher would still be a better alternative, but you take whatever you can get. HYM, these Flesh Heap stacks are starting to be really, really annoying. Like, as these pile up, he does more damage in the Dismember, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, he is getting pretty disgustingly fat, which is always a good thing on a Pudge. So, he has been really enjoying this game so far. He's been landing some very nice hooks. You can see LGD constantly positioning to avoid those, so even if you don't actually throw the hook, they're still dealing with it, which is great.
Not to mention as well when you have the telekinesis trap. So not, yeah. Psionic traps, my bad. Yeah, the psionic traps from the TA constantly giving vision, like you saw it just now, inside the enemy base, in this tiny area just outside of tower vision, and of course, you always have the threat of being caught by the telekinesis from DDC. So there's just many ways to set up the Pudge hooks, and the synergy from VG is actually showing in this game. So I'm actually glad we might even see a game 3 at this rate. But now it looks like both teams waiting for the Roshan.
Yeah, we're gonna have a Roshan standoff once again, and I'm hoping to see one of the teams do a wraparound maneuver. Oh, the lag makes my lines a bit different.
Tight. Oh, they
But-
found him. He's been a bit too far forward. Looking for the Sun Strikes. Not gonna land though. He already popped the Ravage. But over the backline, the Chaotic Offering. Ori into popping the BKB. Can he kill the supports? Yang already killed off M99. That's gonna be 2 heroes down. Ori needs to run. They actually get the buyback out from the Tuskar right now. This could be the disaster for them. Yep, LGD losing a ton of heroes. Buybacks will come up from the Ursa and the Walrus. They need to come back in and fight. Maybe with the BKB. Any more spells? Shots gonna catch onto Yang, but it looks like LGD they could commit a lot of buybacks. They need to make something happen here. This is the fight. They need to get kills, but they're not getting anything.
Yeah, value Shivas from the Tide Hunter right there. Stopped them all right in their tracks.
Man, this was
Oof.
basically Chinese New Year for Vici. They got how many kills?
I'll take that as
3,
tribute.
and all 3 bought
I
back.
think 3. Yeah, that's absolutely great. They are really gonna enjoy this. They can take their time now. They don't have to rush, don't have to be scared. They gave nothing away. And they gained so much net worth. out of that. And all of the buybacks are down. If they win a fight now, they can just go up unpunished.
Oh, HYM, he has an Invis rune. No, he just Tuskar just blinked out. But you probably wait for the Ravage again on Tide. He's already going towards a Refresher Orb. I mean, I'm surprised he's having this much impact without a mech. Or without Greaves Pipe, nothing. No utility at all.
I mean, I guess the Shivas counts by now, but yeah, he's been doing great. And he has been able to escape the claws of the Ursa time and time again, especially through that 4-staff pickup. That was a really, really good choice, I think. So, he can just always get that Ravage off.
Thinking now, they go for the Dismember straight onto the Invoker. The stun's gonna be there. Telekinesis live nice onto maybe. But where's the follow-up? The BKBs are all gonna pop. If they win a fight here, LGD, I'm pretty sure they know they get the hook onto Ame. The Tornado's gonna come up, landing into 2 heroes. And this is where LGD, they get very lucky. They do get a retreat back. Oh, and with the Purge. Warlock, does he die here? Yeah, EMP doing quite a fair bit, but oh, he just shreds him apart with that huge right-click damage.
Yeah, they nearly made a clean escape. But the poor Warlock just get caught on the end of it there, and that's going to give away the Roshan. Probably? Well, it's not quite up yet, so...
HYM looking for a hook. Oh, he found someone! Ame! Oh no! The shit just hit the fan.
Straight through the enrage.
Tornado comes out, but now you need maybe to pull off some super 10k Invoker stalling tactics right here with those spells, because I'm not sure how they're gonna do it. The mid lane is pushing in, but actually looks like they get lucky here. Vici Gaming just go straight for the Roshan.
I mean, I'm not sure if that's lucky, that's more like a stay of execution. Tidehunter dealt just a little bit with the top lane. And he is going to be right back into it. And they might have the Ursa back.
And Tide just
By
wants
the
the refresher
time.
orb actually.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, he needs to deal with the lane pressure too. So this is going to be a nice bit of farm, but they can't actually go for the high ground just yet. They need to deal with the lanes first.
Alright, so now with the Aegis, Vici Gaming, they actually look like they have pretty much the grave dug for LGD. Like, they cannot afford to make any more mistakes like that. And you can see right now, net worth wise, Tidehunter's ahead of the Ursa. And despite having the, the Midas onto Tusk, he's going for a lot of defensive items. Those are not something which can help contribute in taking heroes down quicker. And that's something which they're struggling to do right now against the TA, who has a
Yeah,
Bloodthorn.
so the pressure's all on Maybe. And he went into a Shivas himself. And he's got the Octarine core queued up now. So there's the man who's got to do it. He needs to get stuff done during its BKB.
Oh.
Are they finding? No.
No, that was really close. Did they use a scan? No, they did not. So that was okay. There's just some game sense going on there. But Vici Gaming want to push out the bottom lane. Still getting a rat top by maybe.
It's basically their only choice to drag the game right now, but this time VG got 2 lanes going in. Loads of pressure and they want the base. Ori's got his BKB done. And the Bloodthorn, he is huge. Doesn't even have space for the Desolator right now.
And he, it's still an 8-second BKB. So that's really big for him. And with the Aegis, yeah, they're not stopping this push. The fortification comes out to try and delay as maybe tries to get the rat damage in. He's actually doing quite a lot of damage here to the top tier 3. He might even get a trade for the racks. Oh, this could be... Oh, this is amazing here, right here. They need to commit for this.
Did you realize what's going on?
Yep. Oh, the
Yeah, they're
racks doesn't
keeping
go
back
down though.
one right now.
That's really close. Now they have to try and fight here. Yep, they go straight for the Pudge to get one person. Can they kill him off? The Bloodthorn's gonna come out, looking for the Tornado. It's gonna catch it, and it looks like they will just sacrifice the Pudge and the back out. So losing HYM still pretty worth it for getting the Melee Barracks, and now they have the shrines pretty much open. But without the Jug and Rubik, they will just take a full retreat.
Yeah, that was... I think the Invoker could have actually committed harder on trying to kill the Rubik there. Because he got very far on that melee Rex. I think, honestly, if he's got to choose. Does he come back and pull that fight off? Or he could also go for the barracks there. I'm not sure which one is the better choice.
If they caught a
Like,
core,
I would be-
maybe they could have gotten the racks. Maybe.
Yeah. It's like I would be
Oh, they
tempted
go for the lift.
to
Warlock,
save
goodbye.
also.
That was really quick.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about that top racks, and in the meanwhile, Ori just blows someone sky high.
Alright. And Yang actually has a refresher orb now. That's a really big item for them. Another huge power spike for Vici Gaming. Could be enough for them to just get the nail in the coffin here for LGD. Because right now, unless they really mess up in execution, you get a good meteor fatal bonds. I think that's how they actually hold right now. Oh, they just popped the
Aegis
shrine.
is still up.
I don't think that was on purpose. They used the meteor just to get rid of the creeps. Ame going straight for and the hook connects onto the invoker. Oh, he needs to get out of the BKB. Tornado's gonna be off the mark. The Omni Slash isn't gonna do that much damage to Ame. He still has one more shrine. All these big spells, not that the Ravage connects on 3. Will it be enough? They pop the secondary Ravage, will it be enough? No, the Tornado, no, the Snowball, keeping them alive for now. Tornado coming out, catching the 3 heroes, looking for more damage. Doesn't seem like they can find it, maybe. Taking a lot of right click here. Ori wants to finish him off, needs the crit. Will he die to the... No, he will not. And the hook out. So they actually just go back to the tier 3 tower. And that's not gonna toast anybody.
Oh, they lose the Ursa there. That was really costly.
And they still have one more Ravage on the Tidehunter. Going back in to get the Abyssal stun onto the Warlock. They hook him out. He's not going to get a Chaotic Offering. Not today. He needs to pop it right now. No chance at all. He's going to go down. 2 heroes. No buyback. This is over for LGD, I think. Aegis is going to be popped. LGD wants to go back in, but the Ravage now comes out onto all 3. Vici Gaming wants to end the game right here. They're getting a nice triple stun. And the 4-man Tornado. Looking for the meteor. It's going to land with the Deafening Blast, but they will have enough damage, I think. Maybe. Popping the BKB needs to run back to the fountain. And this should be the meteor barracks going down. Looking for the Sunstrike. Oh, sure. It's not going to be enough damage to kill anybody.
Oh, that was such a good job by Yang, avoiding to get hit by the mana drain, to have enough mana to just be able to pull off that second Ravage. And that's what gets him the full racks there, because LGD are not giving these things away.
So
They
2
also
into
lost the
barracks
bottom
down.
one in the confusion. I think they have one more fight in them. If you're sitting in their room right now, they'll be saying, alright, one more fight. Let's do it. And they might want to just, if they have a smoke, they might just want to smoke up and go for it once more. See if they can get anything out.
Just punch things, man. We still haven't seen a Warlock ult. Like, they still have the Warlock ulti, and he has not had a good time. He's constantly getting hooked. I actually feel really sad for Yao.
Yeah, he has been having a really hard time getting that ult off. And that's one of those things, right? When the Pudgy initiates and he drags your teammate into him, you gotta throw the rock away from you instead of in the middle of your team, which is what you'd rather want. And he just decided not to do that. But yeah, if you don't commit the rock, you're leaving all these resources unused, and you might end up not winning the fight at all.
Oh, now they really want to end things. They go for a smoke. And they have Ravage off cooldown in 10 seconds, but I highly doubt they will need it if they actually find them. Oh, hold on, it's off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pudge looking for the hook. He's gonna miss. Wrong direction. Tornado gonna fly out, doesn't land into anybody. So they put the ward down from the trees, and they know that VG is there. They even take the shrine. So VG Gaming gonna walk away with a nice little present. Forge Spirit gonna scout them out. They actually go for the shot, trying to block someone off. They block off Ori, looking for the Tornado. He's gonna blink out to safety. EMP gonna come out right now. They need to kill HYM. He's gonna force staff away for the safety. Now looking for the Ravage Yang. They lay down the chaotic offering, big chaotic offering to 3 heroes with the fatal bonds. Will it be enough damage? The Omni Slash gonna bounce around into Ursa, but not killing anyone just yet with the Enrage. Now Snowball, the Ravage only connecting onto 2. And they will keep on going, trying to kill off this Tuskar. And gonna try and spin him down. Doesn't seem like they'll get the kill. Maybe trying to do whatever damage he can here. Catching 2 heroes. Look at the hook missing once again from Vici Gaming. And XZ looks like he'll be dying here, but that Sigil do quite a bit of work. He's gonna Midas his way out, and they drop the gem. So LGD now, they're just gonna back out. Back to the base. They have buyback in the Tuskar. But without the chaotic offering, things look very, very grim for them.
Yeah, they did get the Rubik in return, so Vici might be just a little bit hesitant to actually go for the full game win here. And it looks like they are backing off, so that's still worth it. Like, because you take the fight outside of your base, there's no time for Vici to actually get anything off of that small advantage. So maybe they get enough time for another chaotic offering. But it's gotta be pretty close. Vici is going to time that thing. And they're going to want to get going again really soon.
Well, this is some of the really persistent Dota which we would like to see. And LGD, okay, what is the comeback play for them here? Like, honestly, I want to believe that they can still come back. Obviously, they don't, of course, they don't want to give up the chance of a 2-0 as well.
Yeah, it's maybe for sure. He is the man. The BKBs are getting shorter. There's a couple of Ghost Scepters up now. If Ursa can force heroes to pop the Ghost Scepters, then maybe he can just melt them. But he's got to stay out of the range of Ori, basically.
Let's not forget as well that once Invoker gets rid of the Midas, he is picking up a Hex. So if they can quickly take care of like the TA or the Jug, I actually feel they still have a chance of getting back into this.
Yeah, Hex would be absolutely amazing here. There's so much to table, and you see how much damage can come out of an Ursa if you get to hit someone. And the Hex would be excellent for that.
He's trying to get into a Bloodthorn too, so that could be one big item, especially against a Tidehunter. Let the team kill him down quickly before he can do anything else. And meanwhile, looking at Ori, he went for a Butterfly. No MKBs coming on site, and this is purely dependent on the Invoker's magic damage right now to try and build, try and kill the TA.
Yeah, if he doesn't get caught in a huge combo, he is basically unkillable. But LGD are smoked up. They're gonna try it. One more fight.
Put the ward down. But with the gem, they will know that the ward was there. The tornado flying out doesn't really land into anyone. Actually, no, he just catch it and see the TA. Roll this blink out. They still have the double ravage. Tornado flying out once more. This is just maybe that level 25 talent being put to work right here. But over the back line, Ursa, this is the big fight they needed. They already killed up DDC. Can they kill anyone else off? Now go for the ravage, catching onto everyone in the back line. They still have the secondary ravage. This could be it. Ursa gonna buy back. Yang on the snowball, saving them for now. They want to go back in. Can they kill Yang? They need to kill Yang. The tornado flying out. It looks like M99 and the backline won't be able to accomplish anything. Gem back on the floor. Ame. They will just retreat back to the shrines. Maybe. Still laying out those tornadoes. Bouncing into 3. Looking for the Sunstrike. Bouncing into H1M. Caught. He's going to force stuff himself out past the shards. And they still hold this tier 3 tower.
Yeah, Ursa saved his enrage for the buyback, so he still has that. He can still go in and survive through at least a bit more of that huge damage.
Oh,
Oh,
maybe.
that was beautiful.
Tornado Sunstrike?
Yeah. Blasted him right off the face of the earth.
Like I said, this tornado, man, the minus 18 seconds on the cooldown.
There's a gem on the ground here, but they don't quite dare to go. There we go.
Double gems now. Alright, so it's okay. It's okay. And they still have one more
Yeah.
Ravage.
Yeah, and through it all, LGD didn't actually suffer too much damage on their structures, so they can still defend here, although the Ursa buyback is down now. If they manage to get a hook on the Ursa once the Pudge is back.
If they can just get lucky with killing off, maybe. But right now this Invoker is at a crazy level of farm. And yeah, we'll see whether he can do after 1v5. You know, Invoker can just do so much compared to a TA when it comes to the level 25 stage. When you could look at TA, like the talent tree for the level 25 talent is like 3 refraction instances. Compare like to a Jug who has extra agility.
Which is nice. But it's
And you can tell
not
Ami
quite...
is playing very patient right now. But you're saying?
Excuse me. No, I'm sorry, my voice is giving up on me.
No, but they go for the Ravage. They want to kill off this. Oh, but the Snowball! Saving the Invoker! Very nicely done with the Tornado and the Ice Wall flying out one more time. They get the hook onto the next Assassin. Chaotic offering, landing the 3 years in the backline, but Ori already finishes off M99. And meanwhile, looking at Jug, he still gets out the shots, gonna block him up, but Ami can't kill anyone. Popping that BKB, he wants to kill Yang, but he can't. Ori already getting the double kill. And Ursa, that enrage gonna wear off after a while. Just gone. Ame, the Tornado's doing a lot of work though. Into the Ice Wall again, catching into the Pudge, looking for the Sunstrike, and Ori finishes off that Ursa. 100 seconds without him, maybe he's down for the count as well. He buys back. XZ, him against the world. The rampage for Ori.
That's the rampage.
And LGD looks like they called it GG. They're still gonna try and fight this here, but that's just maybe being showy off right now. And he goes down one more time. They even pop the Ravage for him, celebratory. 15 minutes in, 36-12. And we will be seeing a game 3. None of these teams want to go back just yet, you know. Both teams really want to get to Manila.
And LGD, even though they were so far behind, they really gave VG a run for their money there. Kept playing smart right until the end. And like, especially those plays like the tornado Sunstrike pick off from maybe at the end there. That's the kind of personal skill that can make just enough of a difference to hang in there. And I'm kind of sad we didn't get to see the Invoker fueled buyback, because that would have involved some crazy spell casting. But sadly, that was not going to happen. Fiji just had too much damage, too much control, and the Tide Hunter was huge. That double Ravage was so important in continuing the fights.
I just wanted to point out as well that Warlock actually had a refresher orb, but I mean, by that point, the Golems were just basically food for Ori, and flawless game from him, 19-0 and 11.
0? He didn't even die? Man.
Not once. Tide Hunter as well. Tide was 3-0 and 23.
Yeah, I guess that's where you can see how the aggro tri-line sort of backfired, because you don't actually get to get any kills in because you're so busy pressuring one lane that the other two, like Tide Hunter just gets the jungle, or he just gets to farm up mid.
And
So
is it safe to say that we can agree on the same MVP, HYM, that Pudge play?
yeah, for sure. Pudge is still so strong, and HYM is showing off why it's such a potent pick. Some amazing hooks out of him.
Indeed. So, you know, that was just revenge for game 1. But anyways, guys, that was only game 2. We will be seeing one more game between these two crazy teams for the Chinese qualifier of the Manila Masters. My name is Hades. This is Kibbs. We'll be back for game 3. See you guys in a jiffy.